just one chance to make a first impression, you know, just one of the innumerable lessons I've learned in a full and eventful life. And living in this fine city, well, there's nothing like it. It's got everything you need and more. It's all here. Take it or leave it. Enjoy it. That's what you want to do. It's what I've been doing all these years, and I've been all over, believe me. He who is tired of London is tired of life, sir. Well, ain't that tired? Know what I mean? Because this is my London. It's your London. It's our London. We are London. We are London. Past the glory city of today. Hey, talking of first impressions, what was yours? Which of London's rich tapestry of sights, styles and skirt lengths grabbed you by the vitals? Bricks and mortar, market porter, royal flush, football supporter. Don't get me wrong, I love the history, the buildings, the grandeur, but ain't it really all about the people? We're not a bleeding museum, you know. We're not some Disney-fied theme park. We're alive and we're constantly changing. Arthur Daly, Delboy Tribe, David Bailey, Harry Potter, it'll blow your bloody doors off. Makes us stronger, right? So come and join the best and the brightest. We work and play hard every day and never entertain the slightest. Damn, they'll make it all the way. It's no picnic, competition's fierce, and it can wear you down. But if you've got enough ambition, come and try your luck. Come on, try your luck in London town.
Well, good evening, everybody, and how the devil are you? It's been a while since we've been doing one of these videos, and a lot's changed in the world, and we all seem to be coming out of one lockdown and into another lockdown. So, yeah, not a lot to be happy about, but we're going to try to cheer you up a little bit tonight with a Cockney Cabbies London Christmas quiz. It was going to be London-centric, but we decided just to make it a fun Christmas quiz so that everybody can join in and take part. We've got about 45 questions in this quiz. Some of them very, very easy. Well, I thought they were very easy, but I've just been running them past one of the other Cockney Cabbies, and he couldn't answer a couple of them, so maybe they're not as easy as I thought. But the rest of them are supposed to be really sort of a little bit harder than the others. So hopefully you'll all find something in this quiz that you'll be able to answer. And if you can't, if you can't join us while we're live tonight, we're going to put the video up with the answers. So if you are taking part in this quiz after we've been live, then don't cheat, because we're going to put the answers in the description below. So try to do the quiz and then go through and answer the answers, and then mark yourself to see how many you got. We are going to post the link up after we're going to tell you the link after the show, after this YouTube video, to let you know where you can post your answers. And there is a prize. There is a prize for the winner. The prize for the winner is, there's two prizes actually. One of them is this. It's the Sherlock Holmes Walk book from Lewis London Walks, and we appreciate Lewis London Walks giving us this book to give away, the Sherlock Holmes Walk. And also there's another one which I didn't get time to put in, which is the Craze. I'll tell you about that one, but John's put it the wrong way up. That's from Lewis London Walks as well, and I believe it's the Cray Twins Walk around London. So you can win either of those two if you manage to answer all of the answers correctly, or I think we're going to set a sort of a bar to giving these away. That you've got to get over 60% to win a prize. If you don't get over 60%, then we'll carry the prizes over to the next time. I know we haven't been around for a while, and I do apologise for that. There hasn't really been a lot going on, is there, really? There's not been a lot going on in London to talk about, and neither myself, John or Joe have really been driving a taxi since the beginning of March, or the end of March, really. So, and with all these lockdowns, we haven't been able to get out and do videos, and there hasn't really been a lot going on in London to do videos about at the moment. So we sort of put everything on hold, and we thought now's a good time, coming up to Christmas, seeing as we've come out of a lockdown into another lockdown, now's a good time to sort of kick things back off again, and to get your enthusiasm for us, the Cockney Cabbies, going again, and also to re-kickstart our YouTube channel, and to start putting information out there. You're soon to see this week there'll be a video out with our Christmas lights tours in London video, which John and Joe will be doing the Christmas lights tours. So if you're interested in doing a Christmas lights tour, get in touch with us. You can go to cockneycabbies.com and you can find out all about the Cockney Cabbies Christmas lights tour. So one of the questions I was going to add into tonight's quiz was this, and it was, where does the name Boxing Day come from? And this is something that I never knew, really. Where does the name Boxing Day come from? But the answer was a little bit too long to put in. So I'm going to tell you the answer to this one so that you know what the answer is. The answer to this is, it comes from back in the days. Boxing Day was a traditional day off for servants in which they received a Christmas box from their master. They would also go home on Boxing Day to give presents to their families. So there you go. That's where the Boxing Day comes from. It comes from back in the days. Boxing Day was a traditional day off for servants in which they received a Christmas box from their master, and that's why it's called Boxing Day. But we didn't add that one in, so there you go. There's a freebie for you that you managed to get, but you don't get any prizes for that one. So no prizes there. As you can see behind me is my little collection of taxis over there. You can see them. The only taxi I've got left now, since I've sold mine at the moment, for the time being anyway. My collection of taxis that used to be in the old studio that we used to have in Welling, which is now gone, unfortunately, due to the pandemic. I had to give that up, and that's now gone. But hopefully we've got a few more people watching now, and, it doesn't really matter if anyone's watching or not. I'll just talk to myself. I really don't care. But you can see the replay if because we're going to post the video up, so you'll be able to see the replay anyway. So we're going to start off with the first 10 questions. The first 10 questions we're going to start off with, and I think my microphone's probably a little bit hot at the moment, so I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. So the first 10 questions, here goes for the first 10 questions. So question number 1 is, what is the colour of the berries on mistletoe? What is the colour of berries on mistletoe? And you probably you've all seen mistletoe, and you all know what it is. And I bet you'll probably get the answer wrong. So, what is the colour of the berries on mistletoe? That's question number 1. Question number 2. So don't forget to write these down so that you can go on on the website later and put your answers in. So question number 2 is, how many points does a snowflake traditionally have? How many points does a snowflake traditionally have? And that's question number 2. And believe it or not, this next one, question number 3. John, the Cockney Cabbie, couldn't answer this. So, in the Christmas story of the 3 wise men, what are the gifts they gave to baby Jesus? Now, John could only answer 2 of these. There was 3 gifts, and he could only answer 2. He couldn't get all 3 of them. So, in the Christmas story of the 3 wise men, what are the gifts that was given to baby Jesus? And there was 3 gifts that was given to baby Jesus. See if you can get all 3 of them. So that was number 3. Question number 4. How were the writer of the story Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the writer of the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer related? So how were the writer of the story Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the writer of the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, how were they related? 2 people, how are they related? That's question number 4. Question number 5. In what country did the custom of putting a Christmas tree originate? In what country did the custom of putting up a Christmas tree originate? What country did it originate in? I'll give you a little clue. It wasn't England. So there you go. You've got a load of other countries you can choose from, but don't put down England because you'll be wrong. So there you go. That was question number 5. Question number 6. How tall was the largest cut Christmas tree? Now I'm going to give you 3 options on this one as to answers that you can put down. So was it 185 feet tall? Was it 221 feet tall? Or was it 265 feet tall? So that was how tall was the tallest cut Christmas tree. That's a real Christmas tree. And that was question number 6. Question number 7 is Christmas tree related again. And it was, how tall was the largest artificial Christmas tree? And was that 160 foot tall? Was it 180 foot tall? Or was it 200 feet tall? So how tall was the largest artificial Christmas tree? Was it 160 foot tall, 180 feet tall, or 200 feet tall? And a bonus question for where if you can guess where the tallest artificial Christmas tree was erected. And that was question number 7. Question number 8. Who wrote A Christmas Carol? Who wrote A Christmas Carol? And that is question number 8. And this one I thought that John the Cockney Cabby would get quite easily, and he didn't. Which country, question number 9, which country is eggnog said to have originated from? Which country is eggnog said to have originated from? And question number 10, to round off the first 10 questions, is what star sign would you be if you were born on Christmas Day? What star sign would you be if you was born on Christmas Day? So if you was born on Christmas Day, what star sign would you be? And that was Christmas. That was Christmas. No, that was question number 10. So with lockdown still in full swing, what are you going to be doing this Christmas? Doesn't seem to be that you're going to be able to have a Christmas party. You're going to be able to form a bubble with 2 other households over the 5-day period over Christmas. But that's about all you're going to be able to do. And what are you going to do New Year's Eve? Because you won't be able to go out to the pub, because you even if you're in Tier 2, you can only go out to a pub if you have a drink with a substantial meal. I noticed that some pubs are very craftily calling a range of beers substantial meal. But I don't know if you can consider a packet of crisps to be a substantial meal. But you can't go out to the pub, you can't go out and party. I'm sure that people will not take 100% notice of the regulations. But what are you going to be doing? What's going to happen? Are you going to have online parties? Is Zoom going to come back into favour with people doing sort of virtual parties and virtual get-togethers? Let us know what you're going to be doing. I don't know what us, the Cockney Cabbies, are going to be doing. Probably not a lot. I know that John and Joe had a couple of gigs booked for Christmas and New Year as the jukebox party band. But whether they'll go ahead or not, I don't know. I very much doubt it. But hopefully, for their sake, they will give them a bit of money coming in. Because as we know at the moment, for us cab drivers, there isn't a lot of money about at the moment. So let's crack on with the next 10 questions in this Cockney Cabbies Christmas quiz. And at the end, as I said, if you go to cockneycabbies.com/quiz answers, you will be able to put your answers in and possibly win a prize. So question number 11. When was the first printed reference to a Christmas tree? When was the first printed reference to a Christmas tree? Was it in 1482? Was it in 1531? Or was it in 1664? When was the first printed reference to a Christmas tree? That was question number 11. Question number 12. The French word Noël is often used around Christmas time, but what was its original meaning in Latin? What was the word Noël's original meaning in Latin? So that was question number 12. Question number 13. In what century was the first written use of Christmas? In what century was the first written word of Christmas? Was it in the 16th century? Was it in the 17th century? Or was it in the 18th century? That's question number 13. Question number 14. In which European country was the original St. Nicholas born? In which European country was the original St. Nicholas born? And that was question number 14. Question number 15. Name all 6 of Santa's reindeer. Now, I can never get this right. And let's see whether you can. Name all 6 of Santa's reindeer. I think there's 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no, there's 8, actually. 8 of Santa's reindeer. I got that wrong even. So name all 8 of Santa's reindeer. That's question number 15. Question number 16 is... What cartoonist is largely responsible for defining what the modern Santa Claus looks like? What cartoonist is largely responsible for defining what the modern Santa Claus looks like? Now, I did say some of these questions were a little bit difficult, and that one is probably one of the most difficult ones in this whole quiz, because I can't give you a sort of a multiple choice on that one so that you can guess it even. So that's question number 16. I very much doubt if many of you would get that, but you never know, you might do. Question number 17. When did Coca-Cola start using Santa Claus in advertisements? Was it in 1927? Was it in 1931? Or was it in 1942? When did Coca-Cola start using Santa Claus in advertisements? And that's question number 17. Question number 18. What is the name of Santa's wife? What is the name of Santa's wife? I bet many of you won't get what the name of Santa's wife actually is. If you know, let us know what you think the name of Santa's wife is. Question number 19. In what country did Silent Night originate from? That's the song Silent Night. In what country did Silent Night originate? No cheating, no using Google and trying to guess the answers. And question number 20, the last one for this section. What was the original title for the song The Little Drummer Boy? What was the original title for the song The Little Drummer Boy? And that's the last question in this section. As I said, we'll break it up into sections just to break it up a bit, give you a little bit of a breather so you can carry on. We've got another 25 questions to get through, and we're running on track at the moment, which is unusual for us here at the Cockney Cabbies because we're usually running behind time all the time. We're usually late starting, which we wasn't tonight. We was on time for once. And we're running to time. We said we was going to take about 40 minutes to do this quiz, and it looks like it's going to be about 40 minutes. So, yeah. So Christmas is going to be a little bit different this year for the vast majority of us. For those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, I wonder what you'll be doing because there ain't really a lot going on anywhere with these lockdowns. I mean, where I live, we're in Tier 3. London's in Tier 2. It still doesn't mean you can really go out and do a lot. No pubs open, really, that you can go and celebrate. No clubs or anything like that. No, you can't really have a party with loads of friends around because you can only form this bubble with 2 or 3 other households. So it's going to be a bit different this year, but I think what we all need to do is have a VC party, very much the same as what they did after the Second World War, but this one will be slightly different. It'll be a VC party in victory over coronavirus when we finally come out of all this lockdown and we've sort of beat this virus. I mean, that will be one party to have. That'll be one hell of a party to have, won't it? And that's the one I'm really looking forward to, where I'm going to get absolutely rat-faced and have a darn good drink and enjoy myself because normally Christmas is a time for celebration, isn't it? And going out and having fun and enjoying yourself and getting merry. But not Mary, getting merry. But this year, and there won't be a lot of that happening unless you do it in the confines of your own home, within your bubble. So, yeah, it's a little bit. Well, it can be. Some people will enjoy it. You got to make the best of it, haven't you? You got to make the best of a bad situation, and you know, keep your chin up and let's keep going. So let's crack on with a quiz and go on to question number 21. And it was, who composed the songs for the film White Christmas? Who composed the songs for the film White Christmas? That's question number 21. Question number 22. In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? In the song Frosty the Snowman, what made Frosty come to life? I would never get that one right. Question number 23. What is the biggest selling Christmas single of all time? What is the biggest selling Christmas single of all time? And it's sold over 100 million copies worldwide. And that's question number 23. Question number 24. According to the song, how many different things does Mariah Carey want for Christmas? How many different things does Mariah Carey want for Christmas? How many different things does she want? Question number 25. Which country donates the Christmas tree that goes up in Trafalgar Square every year? Which country donates the Christmas tree which goes up in Trafalgar Square, which is erected in Trafalgar Square every year? And this country's been doing this since 1947. Question number 26. The first royal Christmas broadcast, which monarch made the first royal Christmas broadcast? And that's question number 26. Question number 27. What birds are popular on Christmas cards? What birds? You always see birds on Christmas cards. What birds are they that are popular on Christmas cards? Question number 28. Shakespeare wrote a play for Elizabeth I as a Christmas present. Which one is it? That Shakespeare wrote a play for Elizabeth I as a Christmas present. Which one was it? Question number 29. When was the first ever organised Christmas Day swim? When was the first ever organised Christmas Day swim? Was it in 1832? Was it in 1854? Or was it in 1864? And it's now done on Boxing Day, and it's a popular event that raises money for charity each year. So that was when was the first ever organised Christmas Day swim? And question number 30: where did Joseph, Mary, and Jesus travel to after leaving Bethlehem? Where did Joseph, Mary, and Jesus travel to after they left Bethlehem? And that's question number 30. 15 more questions till we round the quiz up. I don't really know what to talk about now, but as I said earlier, don't forget we're going to be advertising our Christmas light tours. You can go to cockneykabbies.com and find out more about our Christmas light tours. I won't be doing them personally myself. John and Joe will be doing the Christmas light tours around London. And they'll give you a darn good tour around London. I've got to say, they're really great guys, and they know their stuff about London, as most London taxi drivers do, and they'll give you a really good value for money tour if you're looking for something like that around London. If I was driving a cab at the moment, then obviously I would be doing it too, but this year I will not be driving a cab over the Christmas period, so I won't be doing it. Any bookings that come my way, I will be passing over to both John and Joe so that they can undertake them and give you, the customer, a really good time. We're going to be doing more videos coming up in the new year, more of our Cockney Cabbies type videos, the three of us. And we're actually looking forward to coming out of these lockdowns so we can actually get out and about and do some bits and pieces. And we're really looking forward to that. And bringing you more content about London. We're going to be doing walking tours. We're going to be doing all sorts of things. And we're going to be videoing bits and pieces. We're going to be offering tours in taxis, tours, walking tours. And as I say, we're going to be doing our videos that we started doing at the beginning of 2020, just before all the lockdown started, and brought an abrupt halt to our plans for the year. So, we're going to start all that up again, and we're probably going to let Christmas get out of the way, and then come January, we're going to be out there once again in the freezing cold, like we did last year. We started it in the winter. And, we're gluttons for punishment, really. John, the Cockney Cabbie, says that some of these questions are bloody hard. I did say some of them would be hard. And I'd like to say a good big hello to Glyn Dewis. Thanks for popping along, Glyn. Really appreciate your support, my friend. And I suppose we better crack on with the last 15 questions. Yeah, Glyn, we will definitely be doing more content. Definitely. We're actually missing it. And, we've all been doing sort of different things over the last sort of 8 or 9 months. But we're really looking forward to getting out there. There is reasons why we haven't been able to get out. Although we've been doing different things, I haven't been available to do anything really, but now that period has come to an end, and I will be able to get out with John and Joe and go and do some videoing. So new content will definitely be on its way. So without further ado, we're going to crack on to question number 31 in the Cockney Cabbies Christmas quiz. And that is, who is the patron saint celebrated on the 26th of December? Not on the 25th, but on the 26th of December. Who is the patron saint celebrated on the 26th of December? And that's question number 31. Question number 32. Who wrote the first ever King's Christmas message? And it was a 251-word message. And we've already asked the question, who broadcast the first message? So who wrote that message for him? And you'd be surprised. It's when you find out what the answer is, you think, oh yeah. Question number 33. Approximately how many people listened to the first ever Christmas broadcast? And it was a wireless broadcast, as they called it in those days. It wasn't radio or TV. It was a wireless broadcast that was done. So how many people? I've lost my questions now. Approximately how many people listened to the first ever wireless message? And And was it sort of 10 million people? Was it 15 million people? Or was it 20 million people? So you got 3 guesses there. You got a 1 in 3 chance of getting that question right. Question number 4. Who banned Christmas carols after the English Civil War in 1647? That's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it, really? Who banned Christmas carols after the English Civil War in 1647? And if you know your history of London and the UK or England, you'll guess that one quite easily. Question number 35. When was Christmas first celebrated in the UK? When was Christmas first celebrated in the UK? That's question number 35. When was Christmas first celebrated in the UK? Was it in the 5th century? Was it in the 6th century? Or was it in the 7th century? There you go. You've got a 1 in 3 chance of getting that one right as well. So that's question number 35. Question number 36. What are you supposed to do when you find yourself underneath the mistletoe? What are you supposed to do when you find yourself underneath the mistletoe? And I've got a really good radio jingle for that, and if I had thought about it, I could have had it ready and played it now, but I haven't. So, yeah. But it's quite funny. So what are you supposed to do when you find yourself under the mistletoe? You tell me. Question number 37. In what classic novel does the protagonist set sail for a sea voyage on a cold Christmas day? In what classic novel does a protagonist set sail for a sea voyage on a cold Christmas day? That's question number 37. Question number 38. The Father Christmas Letters is written and illustrated by which famous novelist? The Father Christmas Letters is written and illustrated by which famous novelist? Now, John said that some of the questions that I added in were quite hard. Now, I'm thinking that the ones he's added in are quite hard myself. So, yeah. That was question number 38. 39. Which Christmas hit originally released in 1984 has been number 1 in the UK charts 3 times? Which Christmas hit originally released in 1984 has been a number 1 in the UK charts on 3 separate occasions, 3 separate times? And that's question number 39. And question number 40. Donald Trump makes a cameo appearance in which Christmas film? Donald Trump makes a cameo appearance in which Christmas film? And that brings us up to question number 45. More questions left to go before we round up this Cockney Cabbies Christmas quiz. If you're not viewing it live, which there isn't many people viewing it live at the moment, but hopefully a lot of you are going to see it when we put the video up on our channel later, and you can go through and play along and then check your answers at the end of it. So there's no reason for you not to take part, really, is there? So yes, 5 more questions left to go. Let's see if you can get these right. Number 41. In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, what happened every time a bell rang? In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, what happened every time a bell rang? And that's question number 41. Question number 42. The German Nazi regime replaced Santa Claus with which figure? The German Nazi regime replaced Santa Claus with which figure? Only 3 more questions to go. Question number 43. Visiting Father Christmas at Harrods is a magical experience for London's little residents. But which year did he first make an appearance in the world-famous department store? Was it in 1945? Was it in 1955? Or was it in 1965? So, what year did Santa Claus, or Father Christmas, make an appearance in Harrods? What was the first year he made an appearance there? Was it 1945, 1955 or 1965? The penultimate question, question number 44. The world's first commercial Christmas card was printed in London by inventor Sir Henry Cole in 1843. But what design was on the front of the card? Now, I think that's really hard. The world's first commercial Christmas card was printed in London by inventor Sir Henry Cole in 1843. But what design was on the front of the card? I don't know. You tell me. And question number 45, the last question for the Cockney Cabbies Christmas quiz. Which Christmas creation did sweetmaker Tom Smith, who was based in Goswell Road, Clerkenwell, first produced in London in 1947? What Christmas creation did sweetmaker Tom Smith, who was based in Goswell Road, Clerkenwell, first produced in London in 1947? I don't know. I really don't know. But there's some cracking questions in there, and I'm sure that you'll be able to answer some of them, if not all of them. And that was probably a clue there, wasn't it? Eh? Anyway, that brings us to the end of the Cockney Cabbies Christmas quiz. Some London questions in there, because we had to put some London questions in, didn't we? Because we're Londoners, we're Cockneys, we're Cockney Cabbies. So that's why we had to put the Christmas questions in, the London Christmas questions in. All it leaves me to do is to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas, whatever Christmas is like this year. Just enjoy yourself, be with family and friends in your bubble, and have a drink for me. And we'll be back in the new year with new content, new stuff, new adventures. And this year, 2021, is going to be our year, the Cockney Cabbies. Me, Joe and John, we're going to be out there doing filming, doing tours, doing bits and pieces. So look out for us, because we'll be bringing loads of stuff to you. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on that subscribe button. Visit our website. Click on the subscribe button on YouTube. Visit our website, cockneycabbies.com, where you can find all of our stuff, everything we do, the links to all of our other stuff. Get in touch. If you've got a question, get in touch and with us, and one of us will answer you. And until next year, have a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And let's hope that 2021 is better than this 2020 that we're in at the moment, eh? And so until next time, I've been Jamie, one of the Cockney Cabbies, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining us.
You get just one chance to make a first impression, you know, just one of the innumerable lessons I've learned in a full and eventful life. And living in this fine city, well, there's nothing like it. It's got everything you need and more. It's all here. Take it or leave it. Enjoy it. That's what you want to do. It's what I've been doing all these years, and I've been all over, believe me. Here is tired of London, is tired of life, sir. Well, ain't that tired? Know what I mean? Because this is my London. It's your London. It's our London. We are London. We are London. Past the glory city of today. Hey, talking of first impressions, what was yours? Which of London's rich tapestry of sights, styles and skirt lengths grabbed you by the vitals? Bricks and mortar, market porter, royal flush, football supporter. Don't get me wrong, I love the history, the buildings, the grandeur, but ain't it really all about the people? We're not a bleeding museum, you know.